Right now, you feel safe. Gravity holds you. The sun has risen on schedule. You think science has explained the world, laid it out neatly. But this sense of security is an illusion, a thin shell separating us from chaos. All our knowledge is a tiny sandcastle on the shore of an endless dark cosmos, and the tide is already rising. Today, we won't just look at strange stars. We'll peer into 12 holes in reality that science can't, and sometimes is afraid to, explain. Anomaly 1. The Booty's Void. Imagine flying through space, and suddenly the stars disappear, all at once. You're looking at a sphere of absolute darkness 330 million light-years in diameter. Statistically, there should be about 2,000 galaxies in that volume, but we've only found 60. It's the emptiest region in the universe. Astronomer Greg Oldring said, if the Milky Way were at the center of this void, we wouldn't have known about other galaxies until the 1960s. We'd think our galaxy was the entire universe, hanging alone in endless darkness. What could have cleared such a vast space? Anomaly 2. Hoag's Object. Galaxies can be spiral, like ours, or elliptical, like spheres. But Hoag's Object is a ring. A perfect ring of young, hot blue stars orbiting a yellow core. Between them, there's nothing but emptiness. How did this form? We don't know, but it gets scarier. If you look closely, in the empty gap between the ring and the core, you can see another identical ring galaxy in the distance. A galaxy within a galaxy within a galaxy. It looks like a glitch in the rendering of the universe, or an incredible coincidence, the chance of which is close to zero. Anomaly 3. The Great Attractor. We know the universe is expanding, but our galaxy and thousands of neighboring ones aren't simply flying apart. They're flowing like a river in the same direction. We're hurtling at 600 kilometers per second toward a point 250 million light-years away. The scariest part? We can't see what's there. The attractor is hidden by the zone of avoidance, the dense dusk disk of the Milky Way itself. We're hurtling straight into the jaws of a gravitational monster with a mass equal to a quadrillion suns, and we're blindfolded. If the Great Attractor didn't scare you, meet the dark flow. In 2008, scientists discovered that massive galaxy clusters are moving not toward the attractor, but away from it. They're hurtling toward a point beyond the observable universe, beyond the cosmic event horizon, where light hasn't yet reached us. This means our universe isn't closed. Something outside our world is pulling us toward it. Something so colossal that it's tilting the very fabric of our reality. Anomaly 5. The Eridanus supervoid, or cold spot. When we look at a map of the cosmic microwave background radiation, an echo of the Big Bang, we see uniform ripples. But in one spot, there's a gigantic spot that's much colder and larger than expected. The boldest hypothesis is that it's a bruise, a collision site. Our universe is a bubble that collided with another universe in the multiverse. This spot is the imprint of a neighboring reality pressing down on us. Anomaly 6. Tabby's Star, KIC 8462852. Typically, when a planet passes in front of a star, its brightness drops by 1% evenly and rhythmically. But this star's brightness drops erratically, sometimes by 5%, sometimes by 22%. It's not a planet, and it's not dust since there's no infrared radiation. It looks like a gigantic, irregularly shaped engineering construct. The best theory we can't rule out is a Dyson swarm. Someone is dismantling planets to build solar panels around the star and extract all its energy. Anomaly 7. FRBs, or fast radio bursts. Imagine a burst of energy that lasts milliseconds but emits as much energy as the sun produces in 80 years. They come from distant galaxies. For a long time, we thought they were random explosions. But then we discovered FRB 121102. It repeats. And recently, we discovered a signal that repeats cyclically every 16 days. This no longer resembles an explosion. It resembles a mechanism in operation, or a lighthouse, or the engine of an intergalactic spacecraft. Anomaly 8, the Oh My God particle. In 1991, a proton slammed into the atmosphere of Utah. It seemed like a small thing, but this subatomic proton was traveling at 99.951% the speed of light. Its kinetic energy was equal to that of a baseball traveling at 60 miles per hour. Upon impact, it triggered a cascade of particles. To accelerate a proton to such a speed, you'd need a collider the size of Mercury's orbit. We don't know of any natural object capable of that. It came from an empty patch of sky. It was a single sniper shot across the entire universe. Anomaly 9, black holes in the early universe. We find quasars with black holes billions of times the mass of our suns at an epoch when the universe was only 700 million years old. This is physically impossible. Black holes have an Eddington limit, a maximum rate at which they can eat matter. Even if they had been eating non-stop since the Big Bang, they wouldn't have had time to grow to such a size. It's like meeting a newborn baby who is 2 meters tall and weighs 100 kilograms. Where did they come from? Were they born gigantic? Anomaly 10, the axis of evil. According to cosmology, the universe should be chaotic and uniform in all directions. But while studying the cosmic microwave background, scientists discovered a strange line. The universe's hot and cold spots are aligned along a single axis. And this axis inexplicably aligns with the plane of our solar system and the motion of the Earth. The chance of such a coincidence is less than 0.05%. How can the entire universe, billions of light years across, be oriented toward our tiny Earth? It looks like bad code in a computer game where the sky is locked to the player. Anomaly 11, dark energy. Gravity should attract all objects to each other, slowing the expansion of the universe. But the exact opposite is happening. The universe is expanding at an accelerating rate. Some invisible force, comprising 68% of all existence, is pushing space apart. If its strength grows, we will face a big rip. First, it will tear galaxies apart, then stars from planets. Then planets will fall apart. And finally, it will rip apart the atoms of your body. This is the absolute loneliness of matter. Anomaly 12, vacuum stability. We think of vacuum as zero, the lowest energy state. But what if our vacuum is a false zero? The Higgs field could be unstable. At any moment, anywhere in space, a quantum tunnel could create a bubble of true vacuum. This bubble would expand at the speed of light, rewriting the laws of physics, chemistry, and life. We wouldn't even see it. 1 nanosecond we exist, and the next we don't. And it could happen right now. We think the light of science has dispelled the darkness, but we only know 5% of the matter in the universe. The remaining 95% is dark matter and dark energy, mere fancy names for our complete incomprehension. We stand on a tiny island of knowledge amidst an ocean of horror and wonder, and the further we look, the more strange things stare back at us. Sweet dreams.